Okay, so this is going to be 6.2, the area of a sector. We already described in our vocabulary circle vocabulary what a sector is. It's going to be this area that's bound between a central angle and its intercepted arc, which is this arc. So the way you can think about it is the area of a slice of pizza. There's going to be a formula that you're going to follow. It's going to be proportions. You're going to set up your proportions with your central angle over 360 degrees. So your central angle will be degrees, and so will this. And then over here you will have your sector area, which sometimes it's represented with an uppercase K. I do know that the IXL practice problems will have an uppercase K over pi r squared. Pi r squared is simply the area of a circle. We are going to be doing this in terms of pi. What that means, do not touch the pi button on your calculator. Pi will be in your answer if we're looking for the sector area, and that's the first thing that we're going to do here. So here's our first example. We're going to find the area of the shaded region. This is going to be the sector. So what we're going to do, and I know my notes are usually very colorful, but there's no need for a bunch of color on here, okay? We're going to go ahead and set up our proportion. Remembering to follow our formula up here, we need our central angle. I don't have a central angle. I have arc BC though. As we remember, your arc is going to be the exact same as the central angle. So your central angle is also going to be 75 degrees. So here we have 75 degrees over always 360 degrees. And then on the other side here, we're going to have our sector area, which is our unknown. That's what we're trying to find. You can either use an uppercase K or you can just use X over pi r squared. So we're going to leave that pi there, and then in parentheses, we're going to come find our r. And remember, if I give the diameter, you're going to have to split it in half and then plug it in. But here I gave you the radius, and I'm going to keep that 10 squared in the parentheses. Okay, so we're going to go through and cross multiply. First thing is 360 times x will give me 360x is equal to, now we have 75 times pi times 10 squared. So I'm going to bring my pi sign down because we're not plugging it in. All I'm plugging in the calculator is that 75 times 10 squared. Let me actually make this a little bit, while you guys are copying stuff down, give it a little bit more room. So we're going to have that 75 times the 10 squared, and then we're just going to throw the pi symbol on there. So when we go into the calculator, we just bring down the 360x equals 75. 10 squared is 100. 75 times 100 is going to give you 7,500. Do not forget that pi symbol. When you're finding the area of the sector, you're going to keep that pi there if I want it in the simplest form or in terms of pi. The last step here, I guess I could throw in some color. Last step we have to do is divide both sides by what's attached to x, which is 360. Again, we are not touching the pi button in the calculator. So we're going to bring down this x, and it will be set equal to 7,500 divided by 360 is going to be approximately, rounded to the nearest tenth, 20.8 pi. Okay, do not forget that pi symbol. So when you go on IXM to the practice, it's asking for the area. You're going to need to push that pi button. The next example is going, hey, I give you the area. I want you to now find the central angle. So we set it up exactly the same way. It's just a different part is missing. According to our formula, central angle goes on top. That's what we don't know. So x. And even though we have that pi in here, don't worry. You're going to see how easy this is. Underneath our central angle is always the 360 degrees. Over here on top, we need the sector area, which is right here. I put the K here purposely. Sometimes it won't be K. Sometimes it'll just say area. So we're going to put 50 pi on top. And on the bottom is pi times our radius squared. And our radius right here is 12. So 12 squared. Now, if you look on the right, we can cancel something out. This is why I told you don't worry about that pi. Pi's gone. Bye-bye. So now we're going to cross multiply. We're going to cross multiply x times 12 squared. 12 squared is 144. So we get 144x is equal to, we're going to multiply 360 times 50. It's going to be a very large number. You're going to wind up with 18,000 even. Get x by itself, divide by 144, and when you divide 18,000 by 144, you're going to get 125. This is our central angle, so it's in degrees. And that is it for sector area.